Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions still working on this bullish base, still constructive, and we're seeing a little bit of a pullback this morning. We've got earnings season starting up here this week, and so we're getting the upside a little bit stretched. Could be running into a little resistance here. We'll see what if we run into any earnings type catalyst that can propel the market one direction or the other. Still bullish in that bear market. And again, if you're new, what that means is we are simply in this bear market, which in our signal system is looking at this downtrend. For us, this is a bear market. We're still in it, but you can see it's starting to lose its momentum. That real sharp downside momentum is stabilizing, starting to move back, at least consolidate. We haven't had really anything really aggressively moving higher, but that's what we've been talking about the last few months, is just this long protracted basing process. This pattern, which is a constructive basing pattern where you have a higher low, a new low, and then another higher low. That's an inverted head and shoulders pattern, or in terms of Elliott wave, it can also become an uptrend and then a counter trend beginning to more upside. So you have uptrend, counter trend, and then some more upside. This trend line still working in this direction. So that's kind of the anticipation there. Or you connect these 2 points here and it creates this little wedge. Let me delete some of that off. You got, and it doesn't have to be perfect drawing obviously, but you can see it's kind of breaking out of that uptrend, and that's what we want to see with some confirmation here as well. So we've got super strong sentiment. Essentially, it's not having fear in the market, which by definition means there is complacency or optimism in the market. That's what that indicator is looking for. And we've talked about that before. That can sometimes become a reversal location when everyone is long, everyone is bullish, then typically you don't want to be. At some point that's going to shift, but it's just not happening quite yet. We're getting good momentum to that upside, starting to reach that upper range, but again, that potentially has got some significant upside to go. And then breadth is here, sentiment's here. So we're solidly in that uptrend, at least this shorter term uptrend, but the sentiment, this upper range of momentum now is going to start to come in play. And we'll see if we run into a little bit of resistance. SPY, you can see that pattern there as well, where we're just starting to inch up into this upper range. That doesn't necessarily mean it can be a real sharp reversal, but it does mean that oftentimes it'll pull back. You get, like this, get a little bit of a pullback, inside of an uptrend. There's some support here now that we've broken up out of this support level. We do have resistance coming up right here. So again, some upper resistance, a little bit of extreme, and we'll keep an eye on this next few days, see if we really start to slide and you see things breaking through the support on S&P 500, then there may be something up with this overall trend. And again, we're not, if we run into some earnings catalyst, we'll see what that ends up looking like. One other thing I wanted to go through is, remember that on this indexes page, we're starting to see, we've got S&P mid cap, NASDAQ 100 small cap, Russell. Those are leading currently. And so that's kind of a risk on type trade where you're looking for more aggressive type assets. That being said, or I should say more aggressive stocks, typically the small cap or tech stocks tend to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more risky. So when market conditions are bullish or a little bit more improved, those are the kind of stocks that typically will lead out of the gate. So we're seeing that here as well. The Dow Jones Industrials, you're seeing kind of a mixture here on stocks that are in this hold range and sell range, and a handful on the upside. Let's look at those bullish stocks real quick in the Dow and see. We've still got oil, we've got industrial, which is Caterpillar, we've got banking in here, Visa and American Express, Boeing, McDonald's, Walt Disney, Apple, an interesting group right here. General Electric is really making a pretty solid move off this bottom. It's had a big run up here. That'll be interesting to keep an eye on also, as well as some of these tech stocks like Apple and Microsoft, which had some earnings that the market didn't like, but you can see that it actually gapped lower and is working its way in this overall uptrend. If you don't have full access to the site, you can get access with the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day.